Priest. That one gets all the way to the backstop, and it's 1-1. Doing a good job at getting the ground ball out is Moser. He has gotten 4 of them, including a fly out to right and a strikeout. 2 scoreless as that one's chopped to second. Throw on to first from McDaniel, and that's the first out. So Matt Turn, another ground ball out. The 5th of the outing for Moser. Now it's Nicky Garitano, the 9-hole hitter. UNLV product went 0 for 3 with a strikeout yesterday. First pitch a bit outside for ball 1. Garitano against Ridgefield went 2 for 4. Scored a run, drove in a run, walked and struck out twice. From Las Vegas, Nevada, playing for his hometown college inside, and it's 2-0. He's at the College of Southern Nevada for his freshman and sophomore years. 2-0, that's skied into the infield. It'll be P.D. Soto Jr. calling everyone off and making the grab for out number 2. So that is now 8 straight retired by Moser. As it's back to the top of the lineup, Matt Priest. Only hit of the game for Cowlitz is his leadoff single to start the bottom of the first. He stole second. Advanced to third on the ground out from Tyler Nelson. Didn't end up coming around to score, though, as he swings at the first pitch again. Flies it out to center field as Smith grabs it. And it's 9 straight retired by Moser. We head to the top of the 4th. 2-0. Pickles lead it.
You know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Help and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Top of the 4th, it'll be Schleichart, Williams, and Castillo to lead off this half inning for the Portland Pickles against Sherwood in his 4th inning. First pitch swung on and missed. Schleichart struck out on 3 straight swings and whiffs in his first at-bat. Now whiffs on a 4th straight as it's 0-1. Sherwood kicks and deals. It's the inside corner and it's 0-2. Schleichart, today is actually his 23rd birthday. So happy birthday to Mr. Schleichart. Swing and a miss, drop third strike. Carmona's got it, throws over to first. And it's a second strikeout for Schleichart. He goes down swinging. The third strikeout for Sherwood. And that's the first out here in the 4th. Now it is Zion Williams coming up to the plate for his second at-bat. He grounded out to Davidson in the first. And at this point, who hasn't grounded out to Davidson? That one is in the zone for strike 1. That's 4 straight strikes for Sherwood so far this inning. Here's the 0-1. Grounder through the 5-5 hole into left field for a base hit. Zion Williams has his third hit of the season. Third hit of the game for the Portland Pickles, and now and on first with 1 out for Luis Castillo. Luis Castillo also grounded out to Davidson at third in his first at-bat. And on first, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Portland leads it by 2 as that one's fouled off. Out of play. Luis Castillo not using batting gloves. We've seen this before. Nicky Garitano at second doesn't use batting gloves either. Castillo committed to the University of Oklahoma after hitting .328 at Western Oklahoma State. That one's outside for ball 1. All in all, besides the 2 unearned runs, Sherwood and Moser have been pitching pretty good games so far in this one. Just the error in center. The difference in this one, throw back to first as Williams is back in diving safely. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Portland. 0 runs, 1 hit, 2 errors for Cowlitz. 1-1, 1 out to Castillo as that one is down the pipe for strike 2. Castillo grew up in Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, but grew up in Talbot, Tennessee. So far and even farther away from home is Castillo. Another throw back to first. Back then safely is Williams. Pretty slow pickoff move back to first Sherwood has. Does do a lot of righties, but doesn't seem to move his 6'5" frame too quickly to make the throw back to first. 1-2's in the dirt. Good block from Carmona Jr. as Williams goes back to first. Connor Stewart on deck. P.D. Soto Jr., the 9-hitter after him. That's grounded again through the 5-5 hole for a base hit. 2 straight singles over there between short and third. 4th hit of the game for the Pickles, and now 2 on with 1 out for Connor Stewart. Stewart, wouldn't you guess, also grounded out to third in his first plate appearance. 3 straight grounders to Davidson. He's gotten 4 of them so far in this game. He's been busy. First pitch, good framing from Carmona. He gets the call, and it's strike 1. Paxton Bigby at first is up on the grass, just in case of a bunt situation. Middle infield in double play depth. Davidson at third. Grounder, that's going to get nice dive at second by Garitano. Throw on to first, and that's a great play from Nicky. Saves a run. If it went into center field, Zion Williams has the speed. He would have came around to possibly score, but Nicky Garitano, great diving play at second, able to make the throw on to first. So both runners advance to second and third, but now a big second out as Garitano makes a great play. First pitch in the zone for strike 1 to P.D. Soto Jr. Has the chance to double the Portland Pickles lead here in the top of the 4th. Next pitch is low for ball 1. So Williams the single, as Castillo singled as well, and they both advanced to second and third. That's where we stand right now. 1-1, 2 outs. Now the pitch to Soto. Outside for ball 2. Soto Jr., another Utah Tech product. from St. George, Utah, is a Red Sox fan, though. Was named the 4A All-Region MVP in high school. That one's driven into center field. Back goes Priest, and he drops it. Priest will drop the ball. He is having a nightmare out there in center field as 2 runs come in, as it is 4-0 Portland. Into second goes P.D. Soto Jr., and that is 2 more unearned runs after the 3rd error of the day for the Black Bears. Williams and Castillo both come in to score. The Pickles have doubled their lead here in the 4th. Now the first pitch to Kevin Smith back at the top of the lineup, his 3rd at-bat. He also reached on an error in the 1st and grounded out to second in the 2nd inning. 0-1. Fouled back to the Pickles dugout, fouls it off himself, and he looks a bit shaken up. Trying to walk it off a bit, as it is 0-2. Runner on second is Soto Jr. Looked like Priest had a good read on it, but he overran it a little bit and it just dropped. So the 4th inning, and the Black Bears have already matched their error total from yesterday. Black Bears finished yesterday 0 runs, 2 hits, 3 errors, as that one's in the zone for strike 3. Good comeback. K gets Kevin Smith looking, but 2 runs come in, 2 more unearned on the error in center field. Portland leads it 4-0.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200. WeatherGuard!
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. WeatherGuard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call WeatherGuard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. WeatherGuard!
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash, presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then, stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show, presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
4-0, the Pickles lead the Cowlitz Black Bears as we head to the bottom of the 4th. 2-3-4 batters will be up here. Tyler Nelson, Paxton Bigby, and Finn Stewart to come up here in the bottom of the 4th. Now down 4. 3 errors for the Black Bears, 2 in the 1st and then 1 in the 4th to score all 4 runs. Only one of them will be earned for Sherwood. First pitch from Moser's outside to Tyler Nelson, and it's 1-0. So a combined 12 innings have mustered 3 hits for the Black Bears offense, but there's a dive. It gets past the dive, and there's number 4. Tyler Nelson has himself a single leadoff hit in the 4th. Now runner on with nobody out for Paxton Bigby. Bigby from the left side, one of the 3 guys hitting lefty in this lineup against Moser. Good hit up the middle, just gets past the dive of McDaniel into center field as he is now on first with nobody out. 12 stolen bags for Nelson this season at Rogers State. Is a pretty big lead as that one is up the middle, and that's a base hit. Back-to-back singles for the Black Bears to lead off this bottom of the 4th. And they're in business now. 2 on, nobody out, and it's the cleanup man, Finn Stewart. Stepping up to the plate, he flew out to right field in his first at-bat to end the first inning. Went 1 for 3 yesterday, as 2 on now. Nobody out, as the corner infielders, Glasgow and Naoni, are now on the grass in case of a bunt situation. Comfortable lead off of second for Nelson. First pitch from Moser is blooped into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Rounding third and scoring is Nelson. Going to third is Bigby. Here's the throw. Swim move, but he's tagged out. A single. He advances to second, Stewart, as a run scores, and the Black Bears are on the board in the 2025 season. It's 4-1. Three straight hits for the Black Bears as the offense has finally shown some life here in the fourth. 1 run is in. Jose Carmona looks to keep the momentum rising. As now a runner on second in Finn Stewart after he advances on to throw to third. That got Bigby out. Grounder to first. It'll be picked up by Naoni. He'll tag the bag for out number 2. Advancing to third is Finn Stewart. And now the second run 90 feet away for Matt Champion. Matt Champion grounded to third in his first at-bat in the second inning. Has an RBI chance here. Finn Stewart on third. He drove in the first Black Bears run of the 2025 campaign. The regular season campaign, at least, as Champion takes strike 1. Moser kicks and fires the 0-1. Nice breaking ball in the zone for strike 2. Champion quickly down. Pitchers count here, 0-2, 2 outs. 4-1, the Black Bears are on the board. Here's the pitch. That one's way outside. A great diving stop, though, from Stewart to avoid it to get to the backstop, as he's been really good defensively this series. A lot of good blocks. Saved multiple runs from scoring here for the Pickles. It's Moser, the 1-2. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Matt Champion goes down looking, but the Black Bears score 1. They get 1 back, and now they're only down 3. It's 4-1 heading to the 5th.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event. June is full of family fun with the Black Bears at David Story Field. Enjoy $3 Tuesdays all month long with $3 admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, domestic canned beer, and bottled soda. On Wednesday, June 11th, it's Kelso School District Night, where students, teachers, and faculty members from Kelso get in free. Then on Thursday, June 19th, all youth baseball and softball players will get in for free when they show up in their team uniform. Join the fun and get your tickets now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Welcome to the top of the 5th as Kyle McDaniel, Case Naoni, the 2 Utah Tech guys on Portland's team. Well, 2 of 3, as Bryson Glasgow, the 3 hitter in this inning, will be facing off against Sherwood once again. He's been pitching pretty well. He's just been let down by his defense. 3 errors that have caused 3 of the 4 runs to score. Only 1 earned for Sherwood through 4 innings pitched, as the first pitch to McDaniel is in the zone for strike 1. McDaniel has singled, came around to score the second Pickles run, and grounded out to third in his second at-bat. Takes one low for ball one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's the outside for strike two. McDaniel averaged 500 in high school. Was recruited by a lot of northern schools. 1-2's fouled off into the parking lot of Lower Columbia College, where David Story Field is at, and it is still 1-2. Portland, Yakima Valley, Ridgefield, and Springfield all won yesterday in the South Division, as that one's blooped into center field. Incoming is Priest, and it'll drop in for a base hit. Leadoff single for McDaniel, his second hit of the game. In the fifth single. All 5 hits for the Pickles have been singles, as here comes Dan Spencer. He will make the pitching change, as Sherwood will come out of the game. He did pitch fairly well, is responsible for the runner on first, but pitches 4 innings, gives up 4 hits, only 1 earned, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. So he will come out of the game, as new batter will be facing Case Naoni with a runner on first and nobody out. Be Carson Waples standing in for Sherwood. Carson Waples has not pitched yet this season. Went to Mount Hood Community College. He's committed, though, next season to Montana State Billings. 20 years old, born in Silverton, Oregon. He went to the same high school and is now this season at the same college as teammate Cade Wynn, who started yesterday but is on the bench for today's matchup. And Waples also is a returner, not for Cowlitz though, but for the Bend Elks. Only pitched 2 games for the Elks. He played on June 2nd against Walla Walla 2024. He pitched 1 1/3, gave up a hit, didn't give up a run. And then on June 4th versus Corvallis, he pitched 3 1/3, gave up 5 earned runs, 6 hits, and 2 strikeouts. He'll come in to face Naoni Glasgow and Schleichart. Naoni has a sacrifice hit in the first that advanced Kevin Smith and Kyle McDaniel to second and third respectively, and has flied out to left field. Waples has had a 4.47 ERA in 56 1/3 innings. Not a bad ERA, but he still finished with a 2-8 record. Pitched 7 innings of 1-run ball versus Chemeketa on February 28th. Most innings he pitched in a game in this season. Hasn't struck out much. His season high for strikeouts is 4. That was on March 22nd versus Clackamas, but we are ready to go here. No first pitch, but a pickoff move, as Waples has a bit of a faster pickoff move than Sherwood. That was a bit closer for McDaniel, and he barely gets back safely. First pitch to Case. Bunt is dropped down, but it drops foul, and it's 0-1. Seen a lot of bunts, a lot of bunt attempts at least. We saw a nice play yesterday on a bunt from Trig Barons, where they tried to bunt the runner over to second. He made a nice sliding grab to bring the runner back to first. 0-1. McDaniel goes, but Naoni's hit in the arm with a pitch, and he will take the free base. So after Cowlitz has 2 on with nobody out in the bottom of the 4th, now in the top of the 5th, the Pickles are in the same spot. And it's Bryson Glasgow, who already has a hit in this game, stepping up to the plate for his third at-bat. He got a single in the first, advanced 2 bases on the error from Priest, and struck out in the third, the second strikeout for Sherwood in his outing. Another bunt drop down the third base line. Waples will run to get it, throw over to first, and a good play from Waples to get that first out. Runners advance to second and third. But it was very close. Waples have been practicing that PFP on the bunt defense, as great sacrifice hit from Glasgow, and now runners on second and third, McDaniel and Naoni for Josh Schleichart. Schleichart has struck out twice on 6 pitches so far in this game. Breaking ball, good block from Carmona Jr. So he might have saved a run from coming in there, and it's 1-0. First ball Schleichart has seen, but that one is in the zone for strike 1. Schleichart early in his ABs has been swinging a lot. Swung and on and missed about 5 of 6 yet in his last 2 at-bats. Struck out twice swinging, one on the drop, third strike, as that one's grounded down the third base line, foul, and it's 1-2. McDaniel hit a single. Case Naoni was hit by a pitch, and the sacrifice bunt by Glasgow advanced them to second and third. Was the first out here in the top of the 5th, and now the 1-2 to Schleichart. That one is hit into left field, and that's going to drop in fair. 1 run will come in. Stopping at third is Naoni, and it's a double for Schleichart, an RBI double at that, and it's 5-1 Portland. Naoni had to stop just in case Mattern was able to make the running grab, but Schleichart, the RBI double. The bullpen is raising chairs as tradition for Portland Pickles and their fans. They've had to do a lot of chair raising in this series. 11 runs have scored so far in these 2 games. Breaking ball misses low for ball 1 to Zion Williams. Williams standing at 6'3", 235 pounds. In the dirt, good pick from Carmona Jr., and it's 2-0. Williams hit a single in the 4th, came around to score the third Portland Pickles run. Grounded out to third in the 1st. So 1 for 2 day. That's a chopper to third. It'll veer off foul, and it's 1-2. So second and third once again, this time with 1 out, and a run has already come in Kyle McDaniel after his leadoff single. And now a 1-1 with 1 out. Dropped into center field. Priest is back, and he will make the running grab for out number 2. Both runners will tag up, and Case Naoni will score the 6th Portland run. It's 6-1 Pickles. Sacrifice fly. Matt Priest was able to run it down out near the warning track. And it looks like it might be, they're going to call it the 3rd out. We're going to have to see what happened here. It might have been a situation where he tagged too early. Home plate umpire Lucas Nagley is talking with head coach Dan Spencer about what just transpired, as we'll have to see what happened, but the Portland defense is coming out. Seems like the run's still counting. They did score 1 on the play, so it is 6-1. But That was the third out on a play that we still don't really know what happened. Priest went back to make the running grab, and it seemed like a routine sacrifice fly for Zion Williams, but it seemed like Schleichart might have gotten out at third for tagging too early. And the Black Bears defense caught him in the act. Surely he did. I'm sure he didn't mean to do it on purpose, but it was just a very weird situation because it seemed like it was 2 outs, and then the Black Bears defense just started walking off the field. But now we're in the bottom of the 5th as the Pickles have a 6-1 lead. And Logan Moser is still out there for another inning. He's given up the first Black Bears run of the season, but he's still pitching one run through 4 innings pitched and has been able to shut down this Black Bears offense, who has been slow to start after scoring 9 in the exhibition Columbia River Cup game versus Ridgefield on Thursday. Bottom 5, so Sam Davidson, Blake Mattern, and Nicky Garitano, the bottom 3 in the lineup, will be the top 3 this inning in the bottom of the 5th as Moser's ready to go. Sam Davidson steps into the box. Here we go. First pitch in the bottom of the 5th is just outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Same spot, just a bit outside, and it's 2-0. Davidson grounded out to P.D. Soto Jr. at short in his first at-bat in the 2nd inning. Pitching a little quick is Moser, and he gets the call for strike 1. Sam Davidson, 6 feet tall, played basketball in high school at Mount Spokane. That's skied into right field. Schleichart making a move on it, making the run, and he slams into the wall, climbs over it, and the ball goes out of play. He seems to be okay. Schleichart, it didn't seem like he was running quite full speed, but he slams into that wall where the Black Bears bullpen is, and he seems to be okay, but he's not able to make the grab as it lands in foul territory, and it's 2-2. Very good effort from Schleichart out there in right field. Here's the 2-2. Fouled back again, not quite in the same spot as the last one. That one's way out of play. We'll do it again at 2-2. Grounder to short. Soto Jr. makes the running grab across the diamond, and he got him at first. Naoni reaches out. Looked like Carl Johnson, the first base coach, is arguing that Naoni might have taken his foot off the bag, as umpires will converge again here. Umpires have been busy. A lot of interesting plays going on in this game, and we're only in the bottom of the 5th. And they're going to call him safe. So after a meeting, Sam Davidson is safe at first. Naoni did take his foot off the bag. And so for the 2nd straight inning, the leadoff man is on for the Bears. Call that an E6. Soto's throw was a bit errant. Throw back to first. Davidson's back in there sliding. Looks like they're going to call that an infield single. So Davidson on first. He is now 1 for 2. As Blake Mattern will try to advance him. First pitch. Drops down the bunt. It's called a strike. Mattern, we've seen him. He drops down the most bunts. It seems like he does it at least once per at bat. Very speedy, though, as he had 14 stolen bases for Lower Columbia this season. Another throw back to first. Davidson's back. Blake Mattern hit .282 this season for Lower Columbia. A good team, but was out in the NWAC championship after 3 games. Had the bunt down, pulled it back, and it was called a ball, so it's 1-1. Didn't play much for Lower Columbia last season in 2024. Only hit 2 for 16 in 9 games. 1-1. Bunt dropped down again, and that one rolls foul, so it's 1-2. Mattern was second team all defense playing football in high school, and he was the second team all league wrestler in his weight class. Another pickoff back to first, and Davidson's back safely. Davidson had himself 12 stolen bases this season for Lower Columbia, was hit by 25 pitches. 1-2. Outside, and it's 2-2. We talked about Mattern in his football and wrestling career. Baseball, he hit 514 games. Was a 2023 second team outfielder. And was on the GHSL All-Star team. Davidson is picked off at first. So after 4 pickoffs, they finally get him, and he is called out. It seemed like he was a bit late on the reaction time, as that's the first out, and now there's nobody on. 2-2 to Mattern. Swung on and missed, and that's out number 2. That's the 3rd strikeout for Logan Moser. Second one swinging, as there are now 2 outs, nobody on for Nicky Garitano. So it went from 1 on, nobody out to nobody on and 2 outs for Garitano. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it off out of play to the right side. Garitano went to Green Valley High School. 21 years old. That's grounded through past the dive at third by Glasgow into left field for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting from Nicky as he reaches on the 6th hit of the game for the Black Bears. The Black Bears have as many hits as the Pickles, but are still down 5-6-1. But now it's back to the top of the lineup in Matt Priest. He already has himself a base hit. He has a single in the first, stole a bag in the first as well. Flew out to center in the 3rd. He is 1 for 2. First pitch from Moser. Breaking ball misses low and away for ball 1. Garitano not too big of a steal threat. He did steal 12 bags in 2024 at the College of Southern Nevada, and seems as though Moser knows that as he's throwing more pickoffs back to first. Garitano back safely, though. For 1-0 to Priest, has him backed up, and it's 2-0. His USC squad is currently winning 4-3 in the Corvallis Regional of the NCAA tournament against St. Mary's. It's the outside for strike 1. USC won yesterday against TCU 13-1. TCU eliminated today after losing to Oregon State. St. Mary's beat Oregon State yesterday and are now down 1 to USC as that one's blooped into center field. That'll drop in for another base hit. The 7th hit of the game for the Black Bears, all of them singles, as there's 2 on with 2 outs. Second hit of the day for Matt Priest. He's now 2 for 3. There's going to be a little meeting at the mound between Stewart and Moser. 2 on, 2 outs here as Tyler Nelson has himself a base hit already. 7 of the 9 sorry, 6 of the 9 guys in the lineup have a single. Tyler Nelson looking to shorten the deficit a little bit as they are down 5, 6-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. There's still a lot of time left in this game as first pitch from Moser with 2 on, 2 outs. Right down the middle for strike 1. Garitano on second. Matt Priest on first after his second hit of the game. Here's the 0-1. Grounder off of Moser's glove onto second, and it's bobbled at second by McDaniel, and everyone's safe. Bases now loaded here with 2 outs. They're going to call that a single, so 3 straight singles and 8 hits, 8 singles for the Black Bears. They have 1 run, 8 hits, 3 errors. Out hitting the Pickles, but still down 5. As Paxton Bigby has a big chance here with the bases loaded. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Bigby has a single in the 4th. Ground out to second in the 1st. Now the 1-0. Check swing doesn't matter as it's called a strike and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Outside, and it's 2-1. Cowlitz last season was 17-6 when they out-hit their opponent. They're out-hitting them now, but still need 5 runs to tie the game up. 2-1. Grounder right at first. Naoni has it. That was a rocket over to first as that's the 3rd out. And no one comes around to score in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the 6th. The Pickles lead it 6-1.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Your poor wallet. It gets misplaced, sat on, and abused by outrageous car payments. At Fiber Federal Credit Union, we think it's high time you reward your wallet by lowering your auto loan payment. For a limited time, refinance from another lender and get a great rate from Fiber Federal with a 1% cashback bonus on your payoff amount, no payments for 60 days, and 0 fees, including title transfer. Refi your ride, reward your wallet at Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Luis Castillo leads the Pickles off here in the top of the 6th as the Pickles lead at 6-1. Good breaking ball from Carson Waples in there for strike 1. Waples replaced Matthew Sherwood after he went 4 innings. Waples' last inning gave up a run. That one is in the dirt. Good scoop from Carmona Jr., and it's 1-1. One of the runs was earned to Sherwood after that last inning where 2 came in. Breaking ball is a bit low for ball 2. Here's the 2-1 to Castillo. That one's skied into shallow right field. Someone's about to call it, and it's going to be Garitano. He'll make the grab for the first out. Let's take a look around the West Coast League as Bend is beating Ridgefield 6-0 in the top of the 5th. Wenatchee Apple Sox are beating the Yakima Valley Pippins 4-0 in the top of the 5th as the Sweets and the Drifters are tied at 3. All 3 games in the top of the 5th. This one's going quite quickly. The only game that's in the 6th. Good breaking ball for strike 1 to Connor Stewart in his third at-bat. Connor Stewart's grounded out twice. One to Davidson at third and the other one to Garitano at second. Another breaking ball hits the inside edge for strike 2. Carson Waples. To Mount Hood last season, 447. His freshman year was 255, though, in 53 innings pitched, as that one's a bit high for ball 1. Had a .87 ERA his senior season at Silverton High School. Here's the 1-2. Bouncer in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Connor Stewart, a legend in Portland Pickles lore, won them the championship after a bobbled grounder at short against the Wenatchee Apple Sox. 2-2. Swung on and missed. A great strikeout from Carson Waples, his first of his outing. And that is the second out here in the top of the 6th. Petey Soto Jr. is up for his third at-bat. He's reached twice, one on a hit by pitch and one on a error in center field by Matt Priest, one of the 3 for the Pickles in this one so far, as he fouls that one back to the netting as it's 0-1. A 1 is skied into right field. Stewart has a read on it, under it, and he makes the grab. A nice 1-2-3 inning for Carson Waples in his second inning of work as we head to the bottom of the 6th. The Pickles lead it 6-1.
You know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Help and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Bottom 6 here from David Story Field as the sun starts to set. It has hit 8 o'clock here on this beautiful May 31st night. New pitcher in for the Pickles after Moser goes 5 innings, only giving up 1 run. It is Hayden Hall. Hayden Hall coming out of Elk Grove, California, a bit south suburb of Sacramento. Went to CSU Northridge, played his junior season there in 2025. Had a 13.5 ERA in 21.1 innings pitched. Had no 0-4 record, but mostly in that bullpen as he was there in 2025, 2024. Was with Monterey Peninsula College in 2023 and also played in the California Collegiate League with the Sonoma Stompers. He'll be facing off against Finnegan Stewart, Jose Carmona Jr., and Matt Champion. To lead off this bottom of the sixth, the Black Bears needing 5 to tie and 6 to take the lead. Down 6-1. First pitch to Stewart in the zone for strike one. Finn Stewart hit one of the 3 straight singles to lead off the 4th inning. 8 hits for the Black Bears, all of them singles. Good breaking ball from Hall as that's in the zone for strike 2. Nice bit of curve on that one as it looks like it froze Stewart. As he's quickly down 0-2. Here's the pitch from Hall. High for ball 1. So Stewart has the single and the fly out to right field in the first. One, two. Breaking ball got him swinging. Finn Stewart. That's a nasty curve from Hayden Hall. First strikeout of the day in his outing. And it's the first out here in the 6th. Jose Carmona Jr. stands in. He is yet to get his first hit of the season. He is 0-for-5 with 2 strikeouts so far in the early going. First pitch. Fouled back and out of play to the left side. It's 0-1. Hayden Hall went to Pleasant Grove High School. Hit .254. 15 for 59, 24 games when he was a hitter. Became a pitcher when he went to Monterey Peninsula College, as he's been one ever since. That one's high and outside for ball 1. His brother Hunter Hall was a wide receiver on Sacramento State. 1-1. Breaking ball hits the corner for strike 2. He has been able to locate that curveball really good early on here in the 6th inning. One, two. Check swing did not go, as that one is in the dirt. Throw on to first, and there's a no-go, so Carmona Jr. will still be up to bat, and it's 2-2. Doesn't seem like head coach Mark Magdaleno agrees with that call, as he comes out to have a chat with home plate umpire Lucas Nagley. Doesn't seem like either side has really liked the umpiring as of now. Magdaleno's going to give him a piece of his mind and threaten to eject him, but he holds back as Magdaleno's still in this game, and it's 2-2 to Jose Carmona Jr. Hall kicks and deals. Grounder to second. McDaniel makes the throw on to first, and that's the second out. That Champion is now up. He is 0-for-2. 1-for-5 overall in the early going this season. Struck out looking in his last at-bat in the 4th. Grounded out to 3rd in the 2nd. Doesn't seem like anyone's been able to hit that curveball from Hall, as that one drops in for strike 1. He's riding the hot pitch here as 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, and here's the 0-1 from Hall. And breaking ball misses a little bit, almost hit Champion, and it's 1-1. Champion pitched yesterday, hit a couple guys, hit Petey Soto on the helmet, and gave up 2 earned, 2 of the 6 that came in for Portland. Swung on foul, tipped into the glove of Stewart, and it's strike 2. Champion gave up 3 runs, 2 of them earned. Struck out 1. Swung on and missed. A great curveball once again from Hall as he gets 2 of them swinging. 1-2-3 inning for Hayden Hall and the Pickles. We head to the 7th, 6-1 Portland.
Call Weather Guard.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather Guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Carson Waypool's back out pitching for the top of the 7th. They'll be facing off against the top 3 men in the lineup, Kevin Smith, Kyle McDaniel, Case Naoni. As we get going here in the top of the 7th. Kevin Smith 0 for 2, reached on an error in the first, came around to score the first Portland run, but since then grounded out to second, struck out looking in his last at-bat in the 4th. Breaking ball in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Kevin Smith hit .366 at Jensen Beach High School, was committed to Louisville out of high school, ended up going to Eastern Florida State, and is now committed to UNLV. That's in the zone for strike 1. Smith will be teammates with Garetano this upcoming season. Garetano at second right now. Fouled back to the netting, and it's 1-2. Had 2 hits yesterday. Didn't get a hit in the non-league games versus Gresham and Portland Gherkins on Wednesday and Thursday. 1-2 breaking ball, a bit of a late swing from Smith, but he still gets a piece of it. And we'll do it again. Good fight from Kevin Smith on that one. Very defensive swing from him. Here's the 1-2. Another breaking ball. Smith gets a piece of it, though, as it rolls to the Black Bears dugout. And it's another 0-2. Kevin Smith also played in the Florida Collegiate Summer League last year, 2024, with the Orlando Snappers. Hit .238 in 12 games. 6 feet tall, 170 pounds, the 20-year-old from Port St. Lucie, Florida. 1-2. In the dirt, good block from Carmona, as it's 2-2. Waples had a really good top of the 6th. Got Luis Castillo to fly out to second. Struck out Connor Stewart swinging, and then got P.D. Soto Jr. to fly out to right. Now 2-2 to Smith. That's grounded to third. Davidson's got it. Throw on to first. We haven't seen a Davidson ground ball in a while. And he makes the easy routine play for the first out. Kyle McDaniel steps up to the box for his 4th at-bat. McDaniel has 2 singles, both those singles, he came around to score. And in the middle of that, grounded out to third in the third. First pitch into center field. Matt Priest back on it, and he will make the grab for out number 2. So first pitch swinging is Daniel. He flies it out to center field for the second out. That is 6 straight retired, actually, for Carson Waples. Case Naoni, the third man in this top 3, stands in as he gets hit with the first pitch, and he will take his free base. That's the second straight at-bat that he's been hit by a pitch, as Waples can't seem to control the zone when he's at-bat. Second hit by pitch from Waples, both of them coming to Case. He takes his free base. And now the cleanup man, Bryson Glasgow. Glasgow has himself a sacrifice hit, a single, and a strikeout. That one's flown into center field. Diving is Matt Priest, and he can't. Oh, no, he does make the grab. A great catch from Matt Priest out in center. And that's the third out. It's time to stretch here at David Story Field. The Pickles lead at 6-1.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event.
Baseball brings on the sounds of summer, and Peace Health is excited to again join with the Cowlitz Black Bears as a sponsor. We're ready to cheer on the team as they vie for the West Coast League title. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a fun, family-friendly outdoor event, featuring a dynamic team that will have everyone cheering. Peace Health has our team of medical experts on deck devoted to caring for you, the home team. Whether it's an annual routine appointment, a sports physical, or specialty or emergency care, we are here for you every day. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams in our community. Bottom 7 here from David Story Field as Hunter Hall, after a dominant bottom of the 6th, is back out there for another inning. They'll be facing off against the bottom 3 in the Black Bears lineup. Sam Davidson, Blake Mattern, and Nicky Garitano. Any of them get on, it'll be back at the top of the lineup in Matt Priest, who just made a really nice diving catch to end the top half of the frame. First pitch from Hall. Fastball in the zone for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, big swing and a whiff for Davidson. Doesn't seem like anyone can hit that curveball that Hall's been throwing. And it's 0-2. That's hit into left field. That's going to fall fair for a base hit. Davidson's going to try and test the arm. 0 for 2. Here's the throw, and he is out. That's a great throw from Zion Williams from left field. Davidson was thinking 2 all the way, as that is the first out. We have a pinch hitter for Blake Mattern. It'll be number 9, Gavin Poffenroth. It's a great play on the single. Call it a single, but he gets thrown out at second by Zion Williams in left. First pitch curveball misses inside to Poffenroth, who went 0 for 1 yesterday against Portland with a strikeout. He came in as a pinch hitter yesterday as well. Fouled back to the screen, and it's 1-1. Here's the 0-1. Grounder up the middle. Petey Soto Jr. has it, throws over to first. Wide stretch, but still able to get the out there. As there are 2 gone now in the 7th. Nicky Garitano stands in for his 3rd at-bat. He flew out to short in the 2nd. Singled in the 5th. Doesn't end up coming around to score. He only reached 2nd base. First pitch in the zone for strike 1. Aiden Hall doing a really good job here for the Pickles. This pitching staff has been pretty dominant so far through a game in about 6 2/3. The 0-1. Right down Broadway for strike 2. Top of the lineup and Matt Priest on deck. 0-2, back up the middle for a base hit. Second hit of the day for Nicky Garitano. He's now 2 for 3. Caught up with the fastball. Hits it right back to him up the middle. And on first now with 2 outs for Matt Priest, who has himself a 2-hit game. 2 singles, 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 5th. Has a fly out to center in the 3rd. Garitano on first now with 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch from Hall. Good curveball right in the wheelhouse of Priest for strike 1. Priest has had an interesting game. Committed 2 errors out in center. Has himself a diving catch, though, to end the top of the 6th. Good blocking again from Connor Stewart. No advance from Garitano as it's in the dirt for ball 1. Decent lead off of first for Nicky. That one's again in the dirt. Good pick from Stewart, and it's 2-1. Update on USC. Matt Priest's squad. They're up 5-3 in the top of the 8th against St. Mary's. Sure, Priest rooting for his boys back in Southern California. He takes one on the outside for strike 2. Priest from San Diego. Went to La Jolla Country Day and Maranatha Christian High School. Freshman year at USC, didn't play, which is why he's here while his team isn't. Garitano goes for the hit and run. That's a grounder, chop to third, throw on to first, and Priest is there safely. Third hit of the day for Matt Priest. All of them singles, still 10 hits for the Black Bears. All of them singles, is now 2 on with 2 outs for Tyler Nelson. Looked like a hit and run situation as Priest just threw his bat at it, and it was a good chopper to third. Has the speed to beat out the throw at third from Glasgow, and there's 2 on. First pitch now to Nelson. Swung on and missed. Foul tip into the mitt of Stewart, and it's 0-1. Black Bears have left 5 on in this game. Breaking balls in the zone, and it's quickly 0-2 for Nelson. Garitano on second, Priest on first. Back-to-back singles here with 2 outs. Now the 0-2. Fouled back to the netting, and we'll do it again. Paxton Bigby on deck. He lined out to Case Naoni in his last at-bat in the 5th with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Here's the 0-2. Grounder to Soto at short. He'll flip to second for the 3rd out. So we'll head to the 8th. 6 outs remaining for the Black Bears offense as they are down 5. Portland leads at 6-1.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Your poor wallet. It gets misplaced, sat on, and abused by outrageous car payments. At Fiber Federal Credit Union, we think it's high time you reward your wallet by lowering your auto loan payment. For a limited time, refinance from another lender and get a great rate from Fiber Federal with a 1% cashback bonus on your payoff amount, no payments for 60 days, and 0 fees, including title transfer. Refi your ride, reward your wallet at Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether
Josh Leichhardt leads off here in the top of the 8th as Carson Waples is back out there for his 4th inning of work. First pitch breaking ball in the zone for strike 1. Schleichhardt has struck out twice, but hit a double in the 5th. In the dirt, good scoop from Carmona Jr. behind the dish, and it's 1-1. Schleichhardt played at Vanguard College senior season in 2025. That's outside for ball 2. Played 3 seasons with the Pickles. This is his 4th. Played a couple games with the Black Bears in 2021. In the dirt again, and it's 3-1. Waples hasn't walked anybody yet, but has hit 2 batters, both of them being Case Naoni. 3-1 hits the zone for strike 2. Schleichhardt at Vanguard hit .305. 53 hits in 50 games. He had a 7-game hitting streak to end the regular season. Grounder down the third base line. Foul. Good scoop over there by third base coach Christian Skoll. Skoll is standing so far off of his third base coach box. That's driven into left field. Back is Mattern at the track, at the wall, and it's gone. Josh Schleichhardt hits his first home run of the season, and the Pickles lead it 7-1. Well, as heard from some of the Lower Columbia guys, it's hard to hit a home run here at David Story Field, but Schleichhardt able to do it, hits it over to the Bob Sporting Goods party deck. First homer of the season for the Pickles and first homer of the season for Schleichhardt. That one gets past Carmona's glove to the screen, and it's 1-0 to Zion Williams. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt again, and it's 2-0. Williams hit a sac fly in his last at-bat. Bit of confusion there. Schleichhardt, who we just saw hit the home run, tagged early and was out at second. Williams has also singled and scored in the 4th and grounded out to 3rd in the 1st. Another one gets past Carmona Jr., and it's 3-1. Grounded foul down the third base line. Stewart has moved from right field to left field, and Poffenroth has taken over in right field after pinch hitting for Blake Mattern. "3-2 from Waples to Williams, and that gets a piece of him. Inside, it's ball 4. Williams will take his free bag on the walk. And here comes Stan Spencer out to the mound, including the entire infield as well as Carmona. We have a mound visit as Williams will get pinch ran for here. It'll be Evan McGuire taking over at first after the walk. Evan McGuire hasn't played yet in the regular season. But played on Thursday against Gresham. He actually pitched a good amount, pitched 6 innings, didn't give up a run, 4 hits, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 3. Played his sophomore season at Clark College. Tall frame over there at first in McGuire. He's 6'6". Down the street in Vancouver, Washington. That's where he's from. Played for his hometown college in Clark, and throw back to first is not in time from Waples. Luis Castillo in his 4th at-bat. Last time up, he flew out to second. Also singled and scored in the 4th and grounded out to third in the 2nd. Swing and a miss, a big whiff for Castillo. And it's 0-1. McGuire, a decent lead off of first, covered by Paxton Bigby. There he goes. It is fouled back to the screen. McGuire will have to go back to first. McGuire, a two-way player, had 5 stolen bases with Clark in 2025. Played with the Pickles last season. Pitched to a 8.3 ERA and a small sample size of 4 1/3 innings. Back to first, and McGuire is back safely. He won a Gold Glove with the Pickles. He's also part of a non-league game versus Gresham last season that ended with a score of 38-0. Good framing by Carmona Jr. Gets the call on that one, and it's 0-2. Well, it's actually 3. Struck out looking. It seemed like everyone was confused on that one, but that's strike 3. Castillo goes down looking, and that's the first out. Second strikeout of the day. First looking for Waples in his 3 1/3 innings of work so far today. McGuire still on first. That 38-0 game versus Gresham, McGuire went 2 for 3, scored 3 times, walked, and struck out once. So all that being said, it's a pretty normal hitting line for a 38-0 win. Fouled back to the netting, and it's 0-1. He did play versus Cowlitz. He was a pinch runner against Cowlitz last season on July 30th, in which he stole a bag and was hit by a pitch. 0-1 just outside, and it's 1-1. Connor Stewart is 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and struck out in the 6th. The first of 2 Waples strikeouts in his outing. Another throw back to first, and they got him on the pickoff. Good move by Waples. Catches McGuire sleeping, and that's the second out. So now 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 8th. 1 run already across on the Josh Schleichart home run, and the 1-1. Popped up foul. That'll get out of play. And it's 1-2. Connor Stewart had only one 3-hit game, and that was on May 6th versus UCLA. He went 3 for 4 with an RBI, as that one's down low and away for ball 2. From Clinton, Ohio. The Guardians fan, his favorite athlete is Buster Posey, GM of the San Francisco Giants. Breaking ball hits him. It looks like Waples thinks he might have leaned into it, but he will take his free bag. That's the third hit by pitch from Waples. First 2 to Case Naoni, now this one to Connor Stewart, as runner on first again with 2 outs this time for P.D. Soto Jr., the 9-hitter. P.D. Soto Jr. has reached twice, one on a hit by pitch, one on an error by Priest in center. Flew out to right field in the 6th, his last AB, and that one's flied into the infield. And it'll be Paxton Bigby calling everyone off and making the grab for the 3rd out. So 1 run comes across on the Josh Schleichart home run, first of the regular season for the Pickles, as they lead it by 6, 7-1, heading to the bottom of the 8th.
You know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Health and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Six outs to go for the Cowlitz Black Bears, and they're in need of 6 runs to tie and 7 to take the lead. They are out hitting the Portland Pickles by 4. 1 run, 11 hits, 3 errors for the Bears. 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Pickles. Very interesting scoreboard. Pickles scored 2 in the first, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the 5th, and 1 last half inning in the top of the 8th on the Josh Schleichart home run. We have a new pitcher though for the Pickles. It is number 47, Jaden Avina. 6'6", 220 pounds, very intimidating figure on the mound, and he'll be taking on Paxton Bigby, Finnegan Stewart, and Jose Carmona Jr. Top 3 in this bottom of the 8th. Avina from Pomona, California is already in a meeting with the catcher Connor Stewart about how to face these top 3 guys in the 8th. Cowlitz has scored 1 run in their first 16 innings on the offensive side of the ball in the regular season after scoring 9 against Ridgefield in the exhibition series. Avina's first pitch is hit into center field. Relatively simple for Kevin Smith out there in center, and he'll make the grab for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Avina. Good start for him in his outing, as he will now take on Finn Stewart. Stewart 1 for 3. He has a single in the 4th. He struck out in his last at-bat in the 6th. Flew out to right in the 1st. moved to left field after Poffenroth took over in right after pinch hitting for Blake Mattern. First pitch from Avina. It's back to the boards for ball one. Avina went to Bishop Amat High School and Damien High School, so he transferred high schools in the middle of his pitching career. Played varsity basketball, which at 6'6", can't say I'm too surprised. 1-0, broken back grounder to third. Glasgow throws across the diamond, over to first, a bit high, but McGuire over there at first now makes the grab. And that's the second out. Jose Carmona Jr. stands in, 0 for 3 so far today. Struck out in the second, grounded out to first in the fourth, grounded out to second in the sixth. Now up here for his fourth AB, looking for his first hit. That one's shot down the third baseline, foul. For strike one, Jaden Avina is committed to the University of Hawaii. Played his senior season this year in 2025. We'll be heading to the Islands for next season. 0-1 in the dirt. Looked like it hit off the mask of Connor Stewart, and it's 1-1. Beautiful sunset on the day, 8:37 PST here in Longview, Washington, as the sun sets. A beautiful mixture of yellows and purples and blues in the night sky. Matches very well with the greenery of the trees in the background. 1-1 is high and outside for ball two. As mentioned earlier, a bit of off and on rain today after it was around 80 to 81 yesterday. Jose Carmona takes low for 3-1. The 3-1. Driven into left center field. Under it is Kevin Smith, and he will make the grab. A nice 1-2-3. Quick inning for Jaden Avina in his first appearance of the season. We head to the top of the ninth. The Pickles lead it 7-1.
Call Weather Guard.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather Guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash, presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then, stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show, presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Come out to the ballpark tomorrow, June 1st, 2025, as Black Bears will be hosting their first Kids in Free Sunday, presented by Peace Health and the Daily News. Remember, Sunday, June 1st, David Story Field, Longview, Washington. That is currently where we are. June 1st, Kids in Free Sunday, presented by Peace Health and the Daily News, June 1st. Come out to the ballpark. June 3rd is a $3 Tuesday as the Black Bears take on the Northwest Star Nighthawks. And then June 5th, the first Throwback Thursday, Black Bears take on the Nighthawks then as well. As we are here in the top of the ninth. Black Bears down 6. And they're throwing out a new pitcher here after Waples went 4 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. He also hit 3 batters Two of them Case Naoni and the other one Connor Stewart in the 8th. New pitcher is Kieran Marcusen in his regular season debut for the Black Bears. He pitched an inning for the Black Bears against Ridgefield. Gave up 2 hits, didn't give up a run. No walks, 2 strikeouts. Went to Skagit Valley in 2025 for his freshman season, and he'll be taking on top 3 guys, Kevin Smith, Kyle McDaniel, Case Naoni. In this top of the 9th, first pitch is a bit high for ball 1. Marcusen pitched for the Bellingham Bells last year in 2024 when he was a senior in high school. He went to Blaine High School, pitched for the Bells. Only 2.2 innings pitched, as that one is in the zone for strike 1, but had a 13.5 ERA as on August 3rd versus the Victoria Harbor Cats. At .1 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 2 hits. Fouled back to the screen, 1-2 on August 5th, 2024 versus the Springfield Drifters. He pitched 2 1/3, gave up a run, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. So did play with the Bellingham Bells, just not too much, but for Skagit Valley had a 4.55 ERA in 51 1/3 innings. That one on the outside. Carmona looked like he was about to throw it around the diamond. It looked like he had strike 3 there, but didn't get the call as it's 2-2. Kieran Marcusen has actually faced his first baseman, Paxton Bigby, quite a lot. Bigby went 1 for 6 off of him with an RBI single and 2 strikeouts. That one's strike 3 called, and now Carmona Jr. will be able to toss it around the diamond as Kevin Smith goes down looking for the second time tonight. First strikeout of the day for Kieran Marcusen, and first out here in the 9th. Kyle McDaniel, the second man here in the top of the 9th. First pitch to McDaniel is in the zone for strike 1. McDaniel had 8 3-hit games for Utah Tech this season. And one again hits the zone for strike 2. Quickly down 0-2 is McDaniel. So he had 8 3-hit games, had 2 4-hit games, one on February 14th against Northern Colorado, the other one on April 12th versus Abilene Christian. And he ended the season on a 14-game hitting streak. 0-2, chopped fly ball into shallow left field. It'll be Finn Stewart making a nice sliding grab for out number 2. So moving over from right to left is Finn Stewart. Is still able to play some of the better defense on the team so far in this one as he makes a nice sliding grab. That left side of the field, Davidson and Stewart been really good defensively so far in this one, as well as Priest with the diving grab to end the top of the 6th. That one, first pitch right down the middle for strike 1 to Case Naoni. Here's the 0-1. That's fouled back to the netting. Caught by Coach Colin Dixon over near the Black Bears dugout. It's 0-2. Pitch. Fly ball right field. Poffenroth under it, and he will make the grab for out number 3. Nice 1-2-3 inning in Marcusen's season debut. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. The Black Bears need a miracle. Down 6 to the Pickles.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event. June is full of family fun with the Black Bears at David Story Field. Enjoy $3 Tuesdays all month long with $3 admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, domestic canned beer, and bottled soda. On Wednesday, June 11th, it's Kelso School District Night, where students, teachers, and faculty members from Kelso get in free. Then on Thursday, June 19th, all youth baseball and softball players will get in for free when they show up in their team uniform. Join the fun and get your tickets now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Well, tomorrow is the third game of this series, live from David Story Field, Sunday at 1:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Black Bears will take on the Pickles in the third game of this three-game series before the Pickles go back home to Corvallis and play a three-gamer midweek against the Corvallis Knights. As mentioned earlier, the Black Bears staying home and facing the Northwest Star Nighthawks in a couple of exhibition games on June 3rd and June 5th. New pitcher for Portland is the Jaden Avina leaves the game having thrown a perfect inning. Strikeout fly out to center for Paxton Bigby. Grounder to third for Stewart, and then a fly out to center for Jose Carmona Jr. New pitcher is Nick Bakura. And we have a pinch hitter as well. Pinch hitting for Matt Champion will be a newcomer, Evan Nickel. He comes in for his first at-bat against Nick Bakura. So both these two, Bakura and Nickel, making their season debuts with their respective clubs. Bakura played his redshirt junior year with San Francisco State. Redshirted last season in 2024. First pitch is swung on and missed by Nickel for first strike. As that swing brought him into the left-handed batter's box. He's batting from the right side. Bakura had a 4.56 ERA in 25 2/3 innings with San Francisco State. That one's high for ball one. Before his redshirt season last year, Bakura played for Santa Clara. Didn't play too much, played 17 games in 2 seasons with them. Here's the 1-1. In the zone for strike two. Evan Nickel played for St. Martin's this season. Hit .322, 47 hits in 46 games, as he only had one 4-hit game. That was against Bushnell on February 15th. Went 4 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored as the breaking ball gets him looking, freezes Nickel, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the 9th. First strikeout for Bakura this season and in this outing. As now the Black Bears have Sam Davidson with 2 outs to go in this bottom of the 9th inning. Outside for ball one, Bakura went to Miracosta High School, originally from Manhattan Beach, California. 22-year-old was the number 8 catching prospect via the Prep Baseball Report. He also played for the Braves scout team. So that hits the zone for strike one. His goal, if he doesn't become an MLBer, is to go to physical therapy school, become a physical therapist. That one's high for ball two. Sam Davidson has played some good defense and also has 2 hits on the offensive side of the ball. He's been picked off, though, at first and got thrown out at second by Zion Williams in left on both of those singles. Big whiff and a miss for Davidson, and it's 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Low and away, and it's a full count. Pinch hitter Gavin Poffenroth stands on deck. He replaced Blake Mattern. Took over in right field. Moved Finn Stewart to left. We saw Finn Stewart make a nice sliding grab last inning. 3-2. Misses low, and that's ball 4. Walk for Sam Davidson. The first walk allowed by Portland pitching today. As a man on first now for Poffenroth. His first at bat, he grounded out to short. Poffenroth, like Marcusen, went to Skagit Valley. He hit .270 for Skagit Valley, 43 hits in 44 games. Blooped into right field. Going back on it and making the nice basket catch is McDaniel. Throw back to first. Davidson's back there safely. And that's the second out here in the bottom of the 9th. Nice running grab from McDaniel. He noticed that Schleichhardt out and right wasn't able to get it, so he went for it himself. Made a nice basket catch. Throw back to first just was too late as Davidson now makes his lead off of first. Wouldn't be surprised if he takes second here on defensive indifference. First pitch now to Garitano is high for ball 1. Garitano has himself 2 of the 11 Cowlitz hits today. Still every Cowlitz hit, all singles. All 11 of them have been singles. Swing and a miss from Garitano. The one almost attempted a double came from the man on first, and Davidson, as mentioned earlier, he got thrown out by Zion Williams in left field. A great throw on one hop. Beat him by about 2 steps. Tried to swim his way around it, but just wasn't able to get out of the way in time as he was tagged out. That one's outside for ball 2. Garitano, the last chance here for the Black Bears, down 6. 7-1. The only run they scored was in the 4th inning on a Finn Stewart RBI single. Fastball hits the zone for strike 2. Garitano and the Black Bears 1 strike away from dropping to 0-2 in the early going this season. Two-two. Swung on and missed as Garitano goes down swinging. And the Portland Pickles start the season 2-0. They win it 7-1 here at David Story Field. The Black Bears drop to 0-2 as they lose the series to Portland. Portland ends with 7 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Cowlitz ends with 1 run, 11 hits, and 3 errors. They out-hit the Pickles and still lose by 6. Game 3 tomorrow. The Black Bears will try to avoid getting swept tomorrow at 1:05 p.m. here at David Story Field. For everybody here in the press box, I'm Evan Patoka. We will see you tomorrow for Game 3 of the series between the Pickles and the Black Bears.